Well, class, we're getting close to beginning our writing. This is our last one before we start doing our writing. So we're just going to focus on our notes again and forming that opinion. So just a reminder, this is our prompt that we're focusing on. In your readings, you have encountered two different narrative points of view, first person and third person. Which style do you think is a more effective way of telling a story? State your opinion in an essay and provide reasons that are supported by details from two of the following readings. Here Boy, Waiting for Stormy, A Dog's Life, and Quiet. So remember, you're going to be focusing on, do you think first person or third person is a better way to tell a story? Now, in previous lessons, we determined our narrative points of view for these four texts. Before you write your essays, which will start tomorrow, you need to form an opinion based on evidence from those texts. So we're going to use some text evidence from Here Boy, for example, for forming that opinion. So remember, Here Boy was with Winn-Dixie. This text is in first-person narrative point of view. In order to decide whether I like this point of view better than third-person point of view, I need to consider its advantages and disadvantages. So I'm going to make a list of these and find examples in the text. So I'm going to make a list of advantages and disadvantages. So where do we have my text right here? I'm going to slide that over. Here you go. So an advantage is I feel more connected to the narrator. I can really see how much she cares about this dog and see that she doesn't want anything bad to happen to it. So that's one of my advantages. I feel connected to the narrator. And my evidence, because remember we always need evidence, is that I knew I had done something big. Remember when she hears they're going to call the pound, they're going to call the dog catcher, she says, "That's my dog," and everyone turned and looked at her. That lets me know that she cares about this dog. And because it's written in first person, we really see the impact that it has on her. Now, we also have to consider the other side of this. We have to consider its disadvantages. So what's this disadvantage of being first person? Well, a disadvantage is I don't always know how the other characters see things. I don't know what the store manager's thinking. I don't know what the other shoppers are thinking. I just know Opal's perspective. And my evidence for this is found in paragraph 4. It says, and the manager must have been having a bad day because he does something. Do you remember what he does? Because he cries in front of everyone. Because lying there on the floor right in front of everyone, he started to cry. Now, this is just a start. In order to form a strong opinion, I need to take further notes on this text, or whichever text I choose to do, and then I need to take the same kind of notes for my chosen third-person text. So I'll need to find which third-person text I like better. And remember, if you don't remember, we took notes the other day right here. Here's our little sheet of Here Boy, Waiting for Stormy, A Dog's Life, and Quiet. Shows you first person and maybe why they chose to write it. And then you need to weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each point of view, because you'll need to form your opinion on which one you like better. So you need to, in your notes now, on the side, you need to write which story you're going to be looking at and also its advantages and disadvantages. There is this sentence frame that you can use when writing if you'd like that says, I feel that what advantage/disadvantage of first person point of view is blank, and an example from the text that shows this is blank. So if you're stuck, look in the note on the side where you're going to do your typing in a second, and you can copy this down for each of your point of views.